Aquarius, welcome to your reading for November the 18th, for the next few days or week or so. And as always, please take what resonates and let the rest go, because it's going to be general reading, okay? And let's welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher souls to assist us with this reading. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going to fly forth here. Well, King of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so at the moment you could be working on your security, or maybe you're feeling very secure, or maybe you're feeling a bit stuck. Whatever resonates, okay? And maybe you've got your head down and you are working hard. Maybe you have a goal, but it's, it's nearing completion. So the goal is in sight. And yeah, maybe it has to do with your finances. Let's just see what the other cards say. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think you're working towards some emotional fulfillment here. So this could be something like an asset or a situation, or even a relationship of sorts that you feel is going to provide you with some emotional fulfillment. And here we have Temperance. So just recently, maybe you've struck a nice balance between different aspects of yourself. Sometimes this card is a little bit more out of balance, but it depends. Like if we have this come out with Temperance, it can be that maybe you are, maybe you're simply working hard at creating a better balance for yourself. Okay. Wow, the Star. These are very spiritual cards to come out for you, Aquarius. I think this is your card, actually, power card. So at the moment, you are feeling empowered and, it's pretty aligned with the spirit and your higher self. There's a decision coming up, or maybe this is just a waiting period. Okay, maybe you're going to be waiting on something. Six of Cups, nice positive energy. Here we have the Five of Cups. Lots of emotional stuff here. We have the King of Cups as well. And the Seven of Pentacles, so that reflective, consolidating kind of thing. And here we have the Two of Wands. So I'm just going to take another look at these energies and see if there's a little story that's kind of going to appear. Okay, Aquarius, there's a couple of themes here. One of them is, I think you're working out, what's going to make you happy. Okay, your personal happiness. We have here the spiritual, a spiritual way of being. Okay, which maybe you've just sort of, the reality of this or the benefits of this have sort of just hit home for you recently. You also have in your material life here, you're working really hard. And in a sense, I think what's been driving this is a desire for your emotional fulfillment, which is probably, well, for many of us, this is sort of attached to material security and, and the comforts and things like that. But I think you're kind of realizing now that there's another side to that coin as well. It's not just about material things. I think this is symbolized by this Two Swords here. I think you're sort of in the middle here, and you are really working out, spiritually and materially, how these things are going to either come together or how you're going to create, your best life here. Okay, this is your hopes and wishes, and it could even be, Aquarius, that you're fairly well established in a couple of different areas, so materially and spiritually. Maybe you do have interests and you're very active in those areas. And maybe you're going to be bringing those things together. You also have this nostalgic energy here, which is to do with perhaps some childhood, revisiting some feelings from childhood, or maybe childhood experiences are coming up for you in your consciousness, which is, because during the childhood years, we form much of our conditioning, and so a lot of things are stored in the subconscious, and as our values change, often the experiences from childhood can sort of come up to remind us of, you know, the things that made us happy and the things that didn't make us happy. And here we have the things that, you know, weren't conducive to your happiness. And maybe there are people in your life or situations in your life at the moment that, you know, that you feel are not conducive to your happiness. Okay. But I think what you're hoping, what you're learning, and what you're hoping to gain from that situation is some emotional equilibrium or balance for yourself. And this could be a goal of yours that you are, you know, or maybe you're looking to become like a healer or a counselor or something like that. This is a very counseling energy, the King of Cups. You know, maintaining centered, cool, calm, collected in the face and in the midst of confusion and a lot of other stuff going on. So I feel that, I think you've created a good foundation for yourself, and I think you're looking to shift or change that, and maybe there's something that you're finishing up with here in the material sense, and that maybe you are then going to be starting a new phase, you know. But you've been building, and this is 9 is the number of mastery, and here we have 7, and I think you are consolidating, you're looking over things, you're reflecting on what where you've come from, you know, how far you've come, and you're really considering, you're having a pause and you're considering, you know, what is the next step here. This was the overall energy for the reading. You've probably got a certain amount of security and, you know, financial stuff happening, and now you're perhaps looking at, okay, you know, what's my next wish, or how am I going to bring my, you know, spiritual self into manifestation? Maybe there's a new role that you're going to be taking up here, or something to that effect. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups. There is a lot of cup energy here, so your emotional well-being and happiness is sort of probably in the forefront of your mind, and you're probably becoming more aware of, you know, relationships and situations and experiences that are not vibing with you. You're probably becoming more aware of that, as many of us are going through that at this time. 5 of Cups. Oh, okay. Wow, that's too many. Okay, sorry folks, just bear with me. I'm just, these are quite large cards, so when one flips, sometimes many flip. There we go. Oh, wow, the Chariot. So yeah, this is in preparation. I feel that whatever this emotion is here that you're going through, Aquarius, it's preparing you to move forward. So maybe there's something indeed that you are letting go of here, and then you will be, after you've gone through that process, and it is important to allow yourself time to go through that process, you will know when you're ready to turn around and to start the new journey over the bridge and over to the new lands, so to speak. And here, this is the Chariot. You know, you'll be riding the Chariot, driving the Chariot. And, you know, these are like the subconscious and the conscious, but, you know, this is you having the full reins on, you know, your material life, your spiritual life, and really being able to sort of move forward with a sense of purpose and direction. Yeah, and I feel that this is to follow after this. Okay, so that's positive news. Let's clarify the 2 of Swords as well. 2 of Swords, which is sort of about, well, in this reading, it's that idea of, you know, finding that balance point between being able to be your authentic true self, but also fulfilling your other responsibilities. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, new beginning. I think this is what you're contemplating here, is the new manifestation of all of your talent, skills, gifts, and abilities, as well as bringing in your higher self. So I think it's going to come almost these 2 hands. Those things are going to come together and form something new. I really love that. We've got the 2 swords here, and then we've got the 2 hands. So it's in the thought realm first, but then it's going to come into the material, okay, ultimately. That's really positive as well. What else are we going to clarify? Let's definitely clarify that center, that 10 of Wands. Okay, this is quite a positive reading for you. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is to do with your creativity. So maybe you're working hard at your creativity, or whatever you're working hard at the moment, because this is near completion. It's basically completed. You know, we've got the 10 of Wands here. Maybe what's to follow is, this almost looks like traffic lights, doesn't it? Like there's, you know, there's the stop, go, and the pause, and it's sort of like the next thing you do is going to probably be a real activation of your creativity, your spirituality, and your intuition. And it's also going to make you really fulfilled and happy. So I feel that this is, the King of Pentacles is a very foundation card. Like there's a lot that you can build onto from the King of Pentacles. So this is a really great place to start. You could be feeling as though that maybe it's all in the ethers, but you still have a bit of work and a few things to process before you're going to start seeing the material results. You know, that could be a thing as well. Okay, maybe you could be experiencing a little bit of a pause on things, but you have your awareness of what you need and of your emotional well-being is, you know, quite strong. You have a strong awareness of that. Let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles at the end here. Actually, we really want to clarify that 6 of Cups. The Sun is actually in Scorpio at the moment, and that is that card is Sun in Scorpio, which could be about, you know, being present. So maybe you're becoming more present to yourself. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and that's really lovely, because the Knight of Pentacles is about slowing down and becoming really present as well. It's about making little steps, so making an action plan, maybe even doing some visioning. And this is, you know, emotional, you know, I mean, in childhood, generally children often live from moment to moment, okay? So the other thing that could be happening here for you, Aquarius, is that you are coming into perhaps also a realization of your inner child being able to manifest through your adult self. And so those aspects of you are coming into balance as well. But this is, you know, beautiful Knight of Pentacles energy. Just going slow, taking the steps, making a plan. And yeah, becoming present. So being really present. Maybe doing some journaling or something like that. Let's look at the bottom of the deck as well. 4 of Cups. So 4s are a number of, you know, can be a number of stability. But when it comes to the Cups, it can be, you know, emotional. It can be a bit of boredom and that type of thing. So maybe if you do feel a little bit stuck, or you're in some grind that you're wanting to move out of. Let's see what's underneath here. The Lovers, yep. It's really focusing on that thing or that experience that you really love to do. And this is what the Star is indicating, that at the moment you kind of do have an idea of what that is. So if you're getting, you know, if you're getting bored with this, you know, all of this hard work that you're putting in, you know, it's going to finish up pretty soon. So maybe it's just, you're just holding out till the end of that. And here we have your success, the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you're going to reach that milestone or the end of the hard slog, whatever that is for you, Aquarius. And I think there's a whole new beginning that's going to open up, okay? I really love this reading for you. It's really positive. I think you're moving into mastery. You are, you know, you're building on a really strong foundation. And it's just a little reminder as well to just take time and be still when you need to, and just come into the present moment. Yeah, and continue with your reflection and, you know, doing some journaling and self-care, all that jazz. So I hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next one. In the meantime, have a great day, great week, and I'll see you again soon.